Tu ouvres ton micro.
Well, greetings everybody, and hello worldwide to all our viewers. We're very happy to welcome you to the second webinar on this time. It's the International Olive Oil Competitions. We'd like to thank our viewers. If ever you attended the first webinar, which we did in December, it was on the olive oil trends. And today we move on to this new subject on the competitions. And so we will be listening to a few topics such as olive oil marketing, on different ways to boost your brand through the olive oil competitions. And then we have very interesting testimonials and presentations from our speakers worldwide, from Japan, from Canada, from the UK, from Italy, and they will be telling us about these international olive oil competitions. With no further ado, I would like to thank our partner, Ms. Strigi, who is co-jointly organizing this webinar with Stisia International, and she will be right away talking to us about the olive oil marketing. And thank you.
So thank you, Donia. Before starting my presentation, I would like first to thank our honorable speakers and guests who have accepted to join us in this webinar. Thank you, Mr. George, thank you, Mr. Toshiated, and thank you, Mr. Antonio, for joining us. So talking today about olive oil marketing is in only a few minutes is really not an easy task because this interesting topic requires more time, but I will do my best to present the main topics that and the relevant ideas and actions that should be taken by producers when thinking about marketing their olive oil products worldwide. As we all know, the olive oil sector is constantly developing internationally and competition is becoming more and more atrocious. Hence, the differentiation by an olive oil with superior organoleptic qualities becomes an imperative to be able to impose its own brand on international markets. Nevertheless, this condition is necessary but insufficient. Indeed, today, to continue to interest and seduce our stakeholders on international markets, a production of quality of olive oil can no longer guarantee success and ensure a sustainable competitive advantage. At the heart of any successful strategy is an excellent product or service accompanied by creative marketing. Tunisia is among the biggest olive oil producing countries, being the second biggest exporter of olive oil after the European Union. However, the majority of the olive oil is still exported in bulk and branded, with almost 90% of the Tunisian olive oil being exported in bulk, where it is mixed with other oils, bottled and marketed.
Ms. Strigi?
Yes.
I'm very sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to ask you if you could please say next when we need to go to the other slide so that our viewers can keep up with the visuals as well. So,
yes.
Okay. So just if you could have a look and tell us if we need to move forward with the slides to make sure that we're in sync with your presentation. Okay?
Okay. So this creates a serious threat for the Tunisian economy since it does not take advantage of the added value that proper branding of the olive oil could bring. So let's see together a video to understand more the challenges that Tunisian olive oil products are facing continuously nowadays.
For thousands of years, olives were considered one of the world's most widely enjoyed foods. It's loaded with great features. Prevent heart diseases, protect against cancer, lower blood cholesterol, and much more. You may know that it's mainly cropped in the Mediterranean basin, but do you know that this small country is one of the most important olive oil producer and exporter worldwide? In fact, olive growing in Tunisia dates back to the 8th century BC. It was the hub of many great civilizations due to its special climate and its strategic location. This helped to enhance olive extraction techniques and spread olive production through all the country. Superior quality, rich varieties, and unique fruity taste are what make Tunisian olive oil so competitive today and pushed it as the #1 exported Tunisian product. But there is a problem. As a consumer, you may have never consumed Tunisian olive oil. Why? Well, most of Tunisian olive oil exportation is preceded in bulk, meaning that you'll unlikely find it under a Tunisian label, but only mixed with other low-quality olive oil under different labels. Not only will you miss all of its benefits, but you'll also pay more for a lesser quality olive oil.
So that's why the traceability and the image of olive oil conveyed through a branded packed product are the greatest pillars in which it is necessary to invest more in order to avoid devaluation, opportunism, and bashing practices. Thus, it is very essential to adopt effective olive oil marketing strategies. So next slide, please. Moreover, COVID-19 has changed the way people think about purchase, plan, and consume their food. The silver lining during this pandemic has been the rise of various positive trends, particularly around sustainability and health. The industry has a real opportunity to innovate to meet consumer needs, for instance, through new experiences for consumers to enjoy food at home or tailoring their online experiences to new ways of shopping. Extra virgin olive oil could substantially satisfy consumer needs for more sustainable, healthy, and traceable food products consumption. Next slide, please. So what is marketing? Kotler defines marketing as the science and art of exploring, creating, and delivering value to satisfy the needs of a target market as a profit. Marketing identifies unfulfilled needs and desires. It defines, measures, and quantifies the size of the identified market and the profit potential. This definition highlights 3 features of marketing: market studies, such as market research, customer prospections, monitoring of competitive positions, paneled consumer surveys, control of the effectiveness of marketing actions. The second feature is strategic marketing, choice of markets, segments, or targets, determination of the positioning and policy of brand, design of the product and accompanying services, and customer relationship management. The third feature is the operational marketing, which is linked to the 4 Ps: product, place, promotion, and price. Unfortunately, most of producers pay more attention to the last feature linked to operational marketing and neglect the first 2 features related to market studies and strategic marketing, which constitute the most important component of the whole marketing strategy. So, what are the different activities that should be developed and defined when studying the market and developing the strategic marketing plan? First of all, we should study the internal and external environment of our target market. For example, if we target to enter the American market, the US market, we should gather information about internal and external environment, such as geography, culture, economy, gross domestic product, consuming habits, business ethics, etc. A SWOT analysis and benchmarking tools are therefore very essential. Then, we should define our goal and objectives. For example, our goal is to enter the USA market, introduce products to American consumers, and take a share of olive oil market in USA, overshadowing competitive brands. Objectives, for example, can be the following: generate awareness about the superiority of product and its quality, underline product's identity, For example, having an intense presence on every online media channel, social media, website, etc., in a daily basis, attaining a market share of 20%. So these are examples of objectives. Then, finally, of course, all these actions should be underlined through an integrative marketing communication strategic plan. Concerning stakeholders, we have to define our major stakeholders and target markets. Stakeholders can be primary customers, such as wholesalers, dedicated shops, websites, or secondary customers, such as real and virtual consumers, producers, enablers, and emitters. After that, it will be important to define and integrate marketing communication strategic plan based open marketing communication tools, which include participation in exhibitions, events, and competitions, email campaigns, phone calls, face-to-face meetings, as well as print and digital media tools. Moreover, we should define our market positioning. This requires to convey to the target market a clear message based on emotional cues, cultural and historical of the product, and rational cues highlighting the superiority of the brand and differentiation from competitors in terms of quality, uniqueness, authenticity, etc. Then a calendar and detailed budget should be defined for every future action, such as preparation, exhibitions, competitions, emailing campaigns, etc. Finally, evaluation. Evaluation, as we know, evaluating the marketing plan is essential, both during the implementation and after it is conducted. This can be done through collecting and analyzing quantitative data from online and offline tools, social media networks, exhibitions, consumer surveys, etc. So, when developing our operational plan, we should define well our 4P strategies. Concerning the first P, which is linked to the product, we should first ask the following question: how consumers base their choice toward olive oil products? Which are the most preferred cues on which they base their purchase decision to our target market? There are two types of attributes: intrinsic, which are directly linked with the quality of the olive oil product, such as taste, aroma, color, texture, and extrinsic attributes are those related to the packaging, such as label design, materials, shape, size, graphics, visual identity, brand, price, and country of origin. The next, please. When it comes to intrinsic cues, the first question to ask is the following: what is the preferred level by consumer of each target market? How to adapt our extra virgin olive oil sensory attributes to our target? The next. To attain this objective, consumer surveys are essential. For example, this survey has been conducted on USA market, different question to collect data about American sensory preferences towards olive oil. We ask them, when deciding to purchase olive oil, how important are the following: flavor, intended use of the olive oil, best before date, oil color, package size, brand, packaging type, etc. How well do the following words describe tasty oil: fresh, robust, battery unfiltered, cold pressed, fruity, grassy, peppery, etc. So these data, after this, we will treat all this data through software, SPSS, and structural modeling methods, and to have results on this topic.
Ms. Trigui, taking into consideration time constraints, maybe we could just go through a bit quicker the slides and just a general overview. Maybe the details are well indicated on the slide. So just a bit more briefly.
Sorry. So just before this slide, to make emphasis on the necessity to make sensory and hedonic evaluation tests before product launching, dealing with the objective evaluation and the subjective evaluation, brand and tests, blind tests from both the trained panelists and the naive consumers. The next one, please. Yes, these are the tests, hedonic and sensory tests, respecting some norms, of course. The next, please. Olive oil traceability also offer the possibility to all producers to be trustfully towards their audience. The next, please. Blockchain technology can enhance traceability, enable more efficient recall on aids in risk reduction of counterfeits and other forms of illicit trade. It can also enhance the integrity of credence claims, such as sustainably sourced organic or faith-based claims, kosher halal, by integrating the authoritative source of the claim into the blockchain to verify the claim integrity and reassure business customers and end consumers. Next. Certifications and official labels of quality and origin. Donc, so these tools are very powerful. Then packaging. Packaging, of course, is the set of material elements which, without being inseparable from the product itself. Next, please. Offering attractive design is a very important feature, of course. We have to fulfill many functions of packaging, not only the design feature. Next, please. Labeling information. Labeling of a bottle of olive oil does not only consist in designing a beautiful label with a nice design, tracing the positioning designed by the company as part of the current market strategy, but also in inserting the appropriate information according to the standards and regulations of each target country. If certain labeling details are not respected, of course, the product can never be exported. Next, please. Smart communication. Nowadays, the technological advances are becoming essential in every stage of olive oil value chain. So thanks to technologies of augmented reality and virtual reality, we can make a smart packaging. Next, please. A slogan and storytelling are strong marketing tools to ensure an unforgettable brand. So today, delivering outstanding taste and optimal nutrition is no longer enough. To win a share of consumer hearts and wallets, products must deliver an experience driven by emotional values while also competing on functional features. Next.
Ms. Trigui, are you still seeing your slides? Yeah? Should we move forward and conclude soon? Oh, we're not hearing you. Unmute, please unmute.
Yes. The next one, please. I think there's a problem of connection.
Do you hear me? Which?
Now it, yes.
So we're heading towards the end of your slides, right?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe you could tell us what slide number we should be on, just to give an overall conclusion comment on the marketing strategy and approach for olive oil?
Yes, it was on 24, please. There was a problem of connection.
I'd like to use this moment to tell our viewers that if you have any questions, please write them down in the comment section of the social media you're watching on, and then we'll be addressing them towards the end of the presentations that will be made today. Please don't hesitate also to tell us who you're addressing the question to. Thank you. Ms. Trigi, I think we may need to move forward. So maybe if you could just give us some concluding remarks on the marketing approach, please.
Yes. So my conclusion is that olive oil producers should give to marketing as much importance as they give to quality. They should be regularly surrounded and advised by experts who have deep knowledge and great experience in olive oil supply chain. To overcome the costs linked to quality and marketing investments, small producers can unite together to compete with multinationals by creating collective brands. The goal is to help small farmers and producers retain bargaining power and production autonomy in a business environment increasingly controlled by large multinationals. So this is the end of my presentation. I'm so sorry because it was too long. So many details I wish to talk about, because marketing and olive oil are two topics which are very, very important. And thank you.
No, thank you. There's no doubt about that. And thank you for the fully fledged strategy and all the tools that you've provided us with. So again, if you have questions, please write them down in the comment section to all our viewers. And not delaying any further, we're moving on to Mr. Walid Gadis, who is the General Manager of Tessia International. And he will be presenting how to boost your brand through international olive oil competitions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Donia. I want to welcome all the attendees from all over the world for this second webinar we are organizing on the olive oil sector. And I will introduce my presentation on how to boost your brand by winning awards in the international olive oil competitions. Before starting, also I would like to thank a lot our panelists from Japan, from UK, and from Italy, who are with us today, and they will present the competitions they are organizing. And I think you will get a lot of information on how to participate in these competitions and how to improve your brand. So my presentation, so I will make a small introduction, then I will present the benefits of winning awards in olive oil competitions, how to select the adequate competition, then how to select the competition in the targeted markets, how to check the credibility of the competition, and how to check the competition's rules and the categories of awards, and how to check the promotional and marketing activities offered by the competition, and then what are the following steps after winning in the competition. And at the end, I will give some information about the Tunisian olive oil brands in the international competitions. So next. So today, consumers are receiving thousands of advertising messages daily. So a brand of olive oil have to find the way to reach the consumer, and the majority of these thousands of advertisements are messages designed by the companies themselves. As for example, we are the leaders in, we have the best product, or we are number one, etc. The message's lack of objectivity, and consumers are aware of it. So it is something is saying we are the best, but the consumer don't believe that at 100%. So how consumers can be sure to choose the right product? First of all, they need an independent credentials that are more objective than the messages that the companies produce themselves. And winning awards from reputable third-party organizations bring this objectivity and strengthen the confidence of the consumers. So that's why participating and winning in international olive oil competitions is really important for olive oil brands. Next. So what are the benefits when you win an award in an olive oil competition? There are several benefits you can get. First of all, you increase the confidence of the consumers in the product because it is recognized by a panel of independent olive oil testers, and you prove that you are better than the competition. Second benefit is that you enhance the national and international notoriety and reputation of the brand, and you position your brand in the top notch of the market. Then this winning these awards creates new business opportunities because a lot of people will hear about your brand. I will try to contact you, and they will try to buy your olive oil. Next. So when you win some awards in the olive oil competition, this allows you to increase the selling price because your product is recognized by independent experts as very good. And also another benefit is that your employees will become more pride about the company they are working in, because they will feel that they are part of a big project which they have actively contributed to the success, and that the effort they have done have been recognized by experts. And the last point is this competition and these awards contribute to enhance the image of the country of origin as producer of quality olive oil. So many countries will be recognized as a good source of quality olive oil. So saying that, how can you select the right competition? How can you select the one in which you have to participate? You will find hundreds of olive oil competitions in the world, and you have several criteria you have to check before participating. So you have, first of all, to check which competitions are interesting for your targeted market. Then you have to check the credibility of the competitions. And then you have to check the rules of each competition and the category of awards. And finally, you have to check which promotional and marketing activities that the competition offers to the awarded olive oils. Next, please. So how to select the competition in the target market or the targeted market? First of all, you have to identify the olive oil competition in that country or the competitions that cover that country. And then you have to check which market orientation, what is the market orientation of the competition. I will give you a small example here. For example, if you are interested in the French market, when you will make some, you will search for the competition, you will find at least 3 competitions. One is AVPA, the second is Les Olivali, and the third one is Olio Nuovo Days. But the orientation of each one is a little bit different. For example, AVPA is open to olive oil producers and bottling organizations that are members of the association, the AVPA, and that are approved by the competent local authorities. The Les Olivali is open for all the olive oil producers and the bottlers. And Olio Nuovo Days is specifically for fresh olive oils, targeting the starred restaurants. And they started this year a new competition for the kids selection of olive oil by kids. So dependingly of which kind of segment of the market you are targeting, it's better to participate in one or in another one, another competition. So next, please. So after you found this competition, you have to check the credibility of it. So you can find a lot of competition without any references, and each award have not the same weight. There are several organizations we can find on the internet that are assessing the competitions of olive oil. For example, Evo World Ranking. There is another one which World's Best Olive Oils, and there is another one which is Olive Oil Market, etc. But the most recognized one by the industry is the Evo World Ranking. And they have a very clear methodology, and competitions are ordered by their importance in the world and their importance in their area, by the number of samples they received for each edition, the number of participating countries, and by the impact on the market of this competition. Next one, please. So this Evo ranking competition, evaluation website assesses only 34 competitions for this year, for the 2021 competitions. Last year, they were assessing only 30 competitions. So each competition receives a mark between 5 and 10. And there is only one competition that have 10 points, which is the Mario Solinas competition organized by the International Olive Council. And the other 33 other competitions have marks between 9 and 5. So 6 contests have 9 points, and we will have 2 of them with us today. Evo IOOC and the London International Olive Oil Competition. And 6 have 8 points, and you have one of them, which is Olive Japan. So based on the results of the companies and the oils in these 34 competitions, the Evo World Ranking prepares several other rankings. For example, the Olive Evo of the Year. They make the ranking of the countries. They make the top 100 societies, the top 100 olive oils. So you will find really a lot of information to see if it is interesting to participate in the competition and how you will be ranked in these competitions after you have won. In this website after you have won your awards. Next, please. So after that, you have decided the target, you have decided the competition, and you have checked the credibility. You have to check the competition rules and the categories of awards. So it's very important to know how many samples and what size of samples you have to send. What is the deadline for sending the samples? What is the deadline for the payment of the registration fees, etc. So you find all this on the website of each competition and all the rules. But it is also very important to check which kind of categories are can receive an award in the competition. So you have many dependingly on the competition. It could be the medium, the delicate, the robust, organic olive oil, infused, monovarietal, etc. So you have to find the right category in which you have more chances to win an award. Next, please. And finally, you have to check which kind of promotional and marketing activities the competition is offering for the winners. So you can check the media coverage. You just have to look to make to Google it and to see how many articles have been published on the competition, on the winners, etc. You have to check also which kind of promotion the competition is doing on its own website, but on the social networks. So also in this case, you can check on Facebook, on LinkedIn, or Twitter, or something else. What kind of coverage they are doing. And finally, you have to check which kind of marketing events they are planning for the winners. Some have some competitions offers a guide to be on a guide that will be distributed. Other organize some special marketing events in supermarkets. Depending, we will see today 4 examples of this promotional marketing activities. Next, please. So the following steps. Once you have where you won a medal, it's not the end. I would say it's only the beginning, because you need to make your clients know that you won these awards. So several things can be done using several means. For example, a press release, posts on the corporate social networks, publication on the corporate website, information letter to the clients, importer or retailers, distributors, stickers on the labels, etc. So you have a lot of things you can do to make your consumer aware about your award and be aware that you have a high quality olive oil. So if you don't do anything of these, the award will have very little impact on the sales. Next, please. So here we have some examples of some awarded companies that I don't know if you can see it very well, but we have some publication on Instagram, on Facebook, on the electronic media, some press releases, on the websites, the stickers, all what I said in the previous slide. I've done some examples of what are doing the winning brands. Next, please. So now I will just give you a small information about the Tunisian olive oil brands in the international competitions. I will say that, as my colleague said, Imen, Tunisian olive oil is mainly sold in bulk, but in the last years, the percentage of bottled olive oil increased, and this contributed to encourage the brands to participate in international competitions. I will say that from 2016, the Tunisian company started to participate in the competitions, and in 4 years, the number of awards went from 8 in 2016 to near 160 last year. So this 156 exactly we are talking about are taken from the EVO ranking website, and this 156 awards has been won by 46 Tunisian companies in only 15 competitions. So as I said, in 2020 there were 30 competitions that were assessed, but the Tunisians participated only in half of them, and the 156 were won in these 15 competitions. So the ranking of the country also improved very much in the last 4 years. So in 2016, Tunisia was ranked 20th in terms of awards, and last year we reached the 9th position. And as we are seeing a lot of new companies that will participate in 2021, probably in this year the position of the ranking of Tunisian will improve more than this. Next one. So this is the last slide. I wanted just to highlight the top 10 Tunisian olive oil brands that was awarded in 2020. So out of the 46, the first 10 are presented here. We have Olivco, Parcelle 26, Domaine Adonis, Société Agricole Ajroudi, Oleastra, Ahmed Khadija, des Oliveries de Jugurtha Dominium, Best Olive Oil Organic, the Four Collines Alta Olea, and Huileries Rajhi Ferjani. So these are the 10 companies that won the more awards last year. And thank you very much for your attention. I can reply. Next one. I can reply to the question at the end of the presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Walid, for this overview on the olive oil competitions and the positioning on which olive oil competition you'd be best to approach and integrate for your products. Of course, the part is really important when you say that it doesn't stop at the competition, but that you definitely need to think about it afterwards in terms of communications. And there you join Imen's presentation, Imen Tegi's on marketing and strategy. We are going through with our presentations, and now konbanwa to our Japanese viewers, hopefully that we have some, and hello to Mr. Tadato Shia, who is the president of Olive Japan. Welcome, sir. And so just briefly, as we're putting on your presentation, maybe you can just slightly introduce the Olive Japan while we put on the presentation, okay?
Thank you, Donia. Good evening, everyone. It's almost 11 p.m. in Japan now, so I need to keep my open. So I'd like to just talk about the brief introduction about Olive Japan competition. Basically, I have very many things to talk about the competition and also Olive Japan. Today, maybe I have the 10 minutes for my presentation, but it's too short to tell everything. So I need to summarize the most important part about that. Could you please pass to the page number 4? I would like to use my slide for the brief introduction about Olive Japan. The next page, please. Okay, the next, okay, this page. The Olive Japan is the project started 2011, and actually the competition is started the next year, 2012. So we have 10 years history, and I have many questions from many people why you started a competition and or the international olive competition in Japan. There's various reasons to why I started this competition, but maybe I cannot just cover these issues this time. So I would like to tell these issues, maybe the another opportunities. And 10 years history now, it becomes the one of the largest competition in various means. First of all, by juries numbers, we have over 30 juries in normal year. So it is kind of the largest competition in juries numbers. And also the samples number may be second or third largest competition at this moment. And the next big issue is this is only the competition organized by the Olive Oil Sommelier. We organized the Olive Oil Sommelier Association in Japan. We have already the 2,000 members, and it is simply the most important things is our standpoint is almost like a consumer's eye. And ourselves, we organizers never import and sell any olive oil. This is for the purpose to keep the fairness, and we are, the kind of quite much independent from the any kind of the commercial interest. This is a very important part to organize the competition. Next page, please. No, just one page before. Yes. The what is the main target and aim of Olive Japan competition is, it's very simple. Our target is to develop the right and healthy olive oil market in Japan and also in the world. So for the consumer, it's very, the big word like quality and its communication is very key. So the very many specialists just advise to the consumers to choose our olive oil. Is very true, but the simultaneously the competition's qualification is very important. So any competition should be managed and operated in top quality of control and the fairness. So our Olive Japan competition is the protocol is quite much important, and also it is controlled under the Japan QC standard. So we are anytime heading for the most accurate and fair competition for consumer. Next page, please. So just take a look about the entered samples numbers. This is a summarize for the 4 years history. Year 2017. Oh, one page back, please. Please back to the one page. No.
Yes, he's going back one page. Sorry for that inconvenience.
Page number 6. One more page. Yes, that's right. So we have the 611 entries in year 2017 from 21 nations. And last year, year 2020, we have the 700 entries from 24 nations. This is really amazing because it's under the coronavirus pandemic, and we're expecting the much smaller numbers of entries, but finally we have 700. It's not so the large difference from the last year. And we presented the 9 premier medals, 284 gold medals, and 277 silver medals. Well, it's a very big numbers of the the very good quality oil we have. It's so happy. And we projected this year is also maybe suffered some the coronavirus situation again, and we're expecting the maybe more than 800 entries from 25 nations. Next page, please. And I would like to mention about the several, the important part of the Olive Japan, which is the competition protocol and what kind of hours we have. Next page, please. So one big rule in the Olive Japan is we recommend the discussions between the juries. We have 4 people, 3 people groups. It's kind of the panel, and just taste the same oils and start discussing about which colors of metal is must we go to the particular oil. And just take a look at the pictures. That is a mixture of the many countries people, like juries from Japan, juries from Australia, juries from Spain. They make the one group, and they discuss about the oil and oil its quality. Of course, we are using the kind of the Mario Salinas profile sheet and the standard blue glass, and it is quite much a standard, protocol that we taste the oil, but discussion is a very important part. The next page, please. Another important rule for judging is every juries only have at maximum 35 oils a day per jury. This is a very important rule also, because we experienced to taste very many oil. It's really tired, for the juries. And if the juries becomes tired, they lose the concentrations and also sensitivities. So we need to, control the maximum number of oil, and also the triple or 4 times checked for the defective oils. Unfortunately we have many defective oil, so but we very much carefully just checking about that. Next page, please. So how many juries we have? This is 2 years ago. We have some photos with the juries, and this year we have total 26 juries. And next page, please. And it's multinational. The 3 Spain, 3 Italian, 2 Greek, and 1 Portugal, and 1 German, England, France, and Turkey. So it's really international. And of course, we have the 5 Japanese judges. Next page, please. We also have the clear award standard. Someone asking about that, the same oil have the different color of the medal in the different competition. It is very, the difficult issues to solve about that. And the one reason about that is that every competition have their own medal standard. And we clearly disclose about what is Olive Japan, the medal standard. So for instance, like a gold medal, it should be pungency and bitterness well balanced and rich aroma complexity and low consistency. This is the one example about our the gold medal standard, and the judges should checking about the particular oil can meet the standard or not. Next page, please. We also have the several awards like a best olive oil by country and the flavor oil and the private owned producers and the special olive oil sommelier award, which is the second best of the show. Next page, please. And next page, please. So for award winners, we have the very unique and the very strong the support program for the winners. The first one is largest market event in July we made. Every year, we have the trade showcase in the major department stores for 6 days, and over the 100,000 people, the consumers attending to the event. Only the award winners can exhibit and can sell. And also the seminar, cooking shows, all the productive knowledge type of the seminars we organize. Next page, please. And also our sommelier people developed a good EC website, which is a direct link for the winners oil. Please just put for the next page. So this is actually the page example, and it is Olive Setui oil, and the brief explanations and some judges' comments on that. And in the very bottom, there is the EC e-commerce website direct link. So the consumer can take a look about this and cite the olive oil and then make the orders very easily. Next page, please. We also have the publishing the guidebook. This is for those who have no internet literacy. How the people, like aged people, can go to the bookstores and take a look about our olive oil and to buy. So finally, I would like to make the brief explanations and the brief guidance about this year how to register to our Olive Japan competition. Next page, please. Entry opened already. It's online registration, and the final deadline is May 7th. Because our judging session is mid-May, and winner announcement is on May 25, and the entry should be done by our website, olivejapan.com. It's very easy, just only 3 steps: make online registration and prepare shipping samples to Tokyo, and make wire transfer for entry fee. Next page, please. And entry fee is 230 euro per product. And how many samples need is 500 ml bottles. We need 3 bottles. And the sample should be arrived in Tokyo by May 9. The next page. And this is kind of an invitation for the Tunisian producers and also the world international producers. As everyone knows, an olive oil competition is the only way to prove and promote your quality. Our Olive Japan can provide accreditation of the best quality and best opportunity to make promotion and high brand recognition in the market, especially about the Japanese market. We have the high recognitions by the very many consumers, and so you can acquire the best reputation in the market. And the most important part is we doing this competition very serious and very strict. And also what the most important things for us is the quality of the olive oil. So we never do the kind of the remote judging, and because my policy is the olive oil should stay. It is already have the big travel from the producing country to Japan. So we need to keep the condition and the quality of the olive oil in Tokyo, Japan. So this is the kind of the policy of the Olive Japan we have. So thank you very much, and hope to meet so many wonderful products in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Toshiya. And indeed, congratulations for those results amid the COVID pandemic to have organized your competition with such a successful way. Congratulations. Thank you. I think we can bid you a good night. and please stay with us and enjoy your evening until we finish.
I can stay for a while.
Well, we're happy to have you with us. Thank you so much. We'll be moving on to England, actually, with Mr. George Kouvalis, who is the president of London International Olive Oil Competition UK. He'll be talking to us about UK and Canada, I believe. Thank you.
Thank you a lot. Thank you for your invitation, and I welcome everybody who attend this web seminar. I have sent you a video. Is it possible to play it now?
Yes. Okay. So. Tu es resté au moins 14 minutes.
Hello, I'm Johnny Madge, and I'm from Italy. Well, I'm from England, but I live in Italy, and I've been there so long that I almost feel as if I'm Italian. And I fell in love with olive oil in 1982, just when I arrived in Italy. And since then, I've got more and more interested in olive oil, and over the last 10 years, I've been doing an olive oil tour where I try to make clear to people olive oil, because a lot of people are very, very confused about olive oil. And so I try to make it simple and amusing. I judge in various different competitions, and they're all very different. One of the great things about competitions is sharing with people and getting knowledge from other people who you judge with. And it's the same here. Fantastic bunch of people, great atmosphere, and a great feeling of generosity. We all want to tell each other what we know about olive oil and make the whole experience for all of us, and we hope the olive oil world richer and richer. I just wish that this competition in London were more visible, because I'm not sure if people in London know that this is happening, and I think it would be very exciting for them if they did. Not that they can come and watch us taste, but the idea that in London there are people from all over the world. I mean, somebody came from Australia to judge in this competition. They have come here to judge olive oils and have brought this kind of feeling of sunshine that olive oil is. I think we need to let the world know that this competition is happening in London.
Hello, I'm Rob Harris. I'm from Australia, and I work generally in Australia with the Australian Olive Oil Sensory Panel that judges Australian oils, of course, and we test oils from all over the world. It's fantastic to be here in London, because I always say to the consumer, who normally they don't know what to look for, if they're looking for a good oil, then go for accreditation. And if you can find a little neck label on the oil that says it's won gold or silver or platinum at London or somewhere else in the world that runs prestigious competitions, then it's a very, very good guide for you, the consumer, when really you don't know too much about the oil. We who know about the oil get invited to London, and it's an absolute pleasure and an honour to be here with the London panel again this year. I wish the panel and the people who run it, George, and all the people who organise it, the very best, and a growing number of contributors for next year, because it's very, very important that the consumer gets guidance through the results of such competitions.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know if you have seen the video. Okay.
Yes, it was all clear over here. Hopefully it was the same for our viewers. We didn't get any comments, so it should be fine. Please go ahead.
Okay, perfect. So this is the sixth edition of this competition in London, and we have 4 different competitions there. This is the first one about the quality, the second about the packaging, the infused olive oil awards, and finally with about the health claim olive oil awards. Please go ahead with the second page. At the last year, participated in London companies from 21 different countries: Argentina, Australia, Austria, and so on, Turkey, Tunisia. The next page, please. The number of participations was 657, and you can see there the other participations for the 4 different competitions: quality, packaging, health claim, and infused olive oil competitions. I believe that we are the only competition around the world for 4 different categories like this one. You can see there. The next one, please. This is the first step. We make code for any sample. The next one is the same, with a unique code for each of the sample. This is the tasting blue cup for the competition. The judges process is about we organized the competition in a central hotel in London, and we separate in the room the judges for groups. Each group contain four judges, and each of them make the organoleptic tasting for each of the sample. The next one. This the last year, 2 years. That's right. Sorry, please come back, please. You ran very, very fast. 20 judges for 12 different countries. You can see the photos with the tables around the tables and the people, the judges who sit around of them. The next, please. The women judges from different countries, front of the long of competition, London IOC. The next one. And here are the men, the judges men from different countries too. Please. This is the website, londonoliveoil.com. You can find every information about the deadlines, participation rules, the regulations, everything are online on the website londonoliveoil.com. This picture is about the judges of the packaging competition. They judge all about the container, the label, the letters, the color of the letters, to combine all the materials on and a label or the total image of the product. And if you roll, please, the next page, and they write down the rate for each sample. Go ahead, please. It's the time of the packaging competition. Go ahead, please. And the other competition about the health claim of olive oil, and Mr. Mariadis is here in this picture, and he's the panel leader of this special group of judges about the health claim of olive oil. Please, the next page. The same group, Ms. Helen. And you must know that we organize another separate competition about the table olive, not olive oil. It's the same week, the same days from the first competition about the olive oil. And it's very, very special focus about the table olive because we believe that this is a very important product all around the world. And it's very, very important for the table olive companies to promote their quality of the product through this competition. So there is another London table olive competition, except olive oil, London olive oil competition. The next, please. This is the process from the table olive competition. This is the samples separate for each plate. Go ahead, please. You can see the judges of this competition. The sir is from Turkey, from Greece. This is the website, londonolive.com. It is the different about the oliveoil.com. And this time, this is the time for the table olive judging process. Next page, please. Two women of this competition. Now, usually, all the competitions wants to fill in the participation form. You can make the payment of 250 euros per product, and the participants have to send 4 bottles to London by courier company. That's all. It's very easy. This is a three steps process to participate in London olive oil competition. The next page, please. Now, we organize a new competition in Canada. The word Canada is a global trademark. Everybody knows the Canada, and we understand that there is a very focused competition about olive oil there in Canada. So we organized the first time this competition, Canada International Olive Oil Competition, CIOOC 2021, the next May. And the website is canadaioc.com. As you read there, you can find that Canada accounts about 5% of the world imports of olive oil. So it's very interesting market for many countries, for many companies from other countries to sell their products there, to go to Canada and make a new market for them. The 3 main suppliers to Canada are Italy, Spain, and Tunisia. And this is very important for these countries because if the olive oil producers from these countries win an award in Canada, that means that they have many promotion, a big promotion in the Canadian market for this reason. So it's very important for them to participate in this competition, and if they win an award, they promote this award in this specific market. Next page, please. This is the logo of the new competition, Canada International Olive Oil Competition. The next, please. The process is the simple as the three steps we described before about London. It's the same, so anybody can proceed this all these ways. The next, please. Now, why Tunisian exporters should participate in the competitions? The London and Canada are global trademarks. If an olive oil wins the London or the Canada Award 2021, this olive oil will be famous around the world. So we believe that this is a great marketing tool because the winners can add the award sticker on their label, product label. So anyone can see the sticker and they will want to buy this awarded olive oil. So finally, they will increase their sales from their product. The next one, please. So we invite any company who want to give money, to add value to their products to participate one of this competition, London and Canada, or both of them. And anybody are welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This was extremely interesting, and it's actually, we're having olive oil, brands as ambassadors of our countries throughout the world through these international competitions. Sure. So it's really exactly Thank you very much. And we'll be going, so we were in Japan, to the UK, to Canada, and now we go to Italy with Mr. Antonio Lauro, who is the president of EVO International Olive Oil Contest.
Good evening.
Ciao.
Hi. Okay. Thank you for invitation. Before start my presentation, please the first video. Okay, thank you. Please start my presentation. Thank you. Okay, the next, please. Okay, next, please. Okay, the history of EVO IOC was born in 2016. You saw the picture of Palermo. We start in Palermo, and after 2 years, we moved to Paestum, the ancient city of Paestum, Campania. And after we arrived in my home city, Palmi, Calabria, and we remained for 2019, 2020, and then we remain also for the 2021. Okay, some numbers about my competition. EVO, we received 449 EVO and 42 flavored oil. The grand total was 491. The origin country, 25 different countries. From Italy, only the 36% of the olive oil that arrived, and from Spain, Greece, Turkey, about 13 each. Few entry from Tunisia, only 10 extra virgin olive oil, who won 4 medals, 3 gold medals and 1 silver medal. The next, please. Hope after this webinar, the number of Tunisian producer grow very good in not only in my competition but in the competition around the world. Okay, juror. My team was of 5 to 25 different judges from 10 countries, including Miss Aida Lazetz from Tunisia. Please, the second video. The second video, please. The award ceremony, thank you for my judge, very precious for the last edition, because we made a strange competition. Half judge work directly in their country, and the other judge directly here in Palmi, only the Italian judge, because due to coronavirus, we was the best the best way to organize this year the competition. Okay, the results of the award ceremony was by track, because we don't have possibility to host this award ceremony in other place. The next one, please. Okay, this track host our award competition. Okay, next one. Okay, the rules of our competition. It's very easy. The sample must be from homogeneous batch, at least 500 liter, be bottled in a container, 1 liter usually, or 500 ml, and be accompanied by certification. This is important for us, chemical analysis and panel test. The different categories of award. We have a top prize of, best in class, divided in 2 categories, from Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. We have best international, best organic, best PDO, PGI, best coupage, best monovarietal, and best flavor. And we have also the special award, the best of country, best of area, and then gold and silver medal. Next one, please. The next one. Okay. The next edition timeline. Early booking registration will be held in January 31st. Okay. From this moment and until May 15, it's possible to enter samples, pay the entry fee, ship samples, send business information, useful for the IOC, for our buyer guide. The deadline is 15th of May. Okay, next one, please. Activities done by the competition to promote the winner and why Tunisian exporter should participate to the competition. Next one. I prepare for you this one. Okay, 10 good reasons to join in our contest. The products will be judged by awarded one of the most professional and competent international extra virgin olive oil and condiment contest, and they will be tasted by the most inflexible judges led by me from other 10 different countries. Next, please. Okay, the next. Thank you. Next one, yeah. Okay, winning the ELC Italy will allow the producer to stay in our business guide. This is important because this guide is distributed in hard copy and digital to the main international event and delivered to the most important olive oil distributor. Okay, next one. A special award will be assigned to special category as organic, oil, DOP, or EGP, PGO, PDI, monovarietal, blend, and flavor a day. Even. Next one. At the Evo IOC Italy 2021, the different products are put to the test, compared with the best Evo and flavor Evo in the world. Next, please. The sticker. Next. The sticker. The sticker will make a difference. In fact, on the winning bottle will get the quality stamp, gold and silver melon, issued by the organization. Next one. This allows achieving the maximum in the world ranking of quality oil, establishing yourself.
Have a slight delay.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, 9 points. Next one. Next, please. Okay, the winning Evo and flavored extra virgin olive oil will be presented to the consumer, chef in culinary art, during a gastronomy event in Italy and abroad. Next one. And then, no, next one, please. Okay, next one. Okay, this is important because all winners will enjoy global advertising through our official website and our social media. Okay, next one. Thank you very much. I check to stay in a few minutes because other people stay alone. Okay, but I'm at your disposal for every information. Okay.
And thank you so much for managing that so well. Very interesting presentation as well with our neighbors here in Italy. So we keep trying to have a Q&A time. Definitely, we're going to have a look at the questions, and we're going to have all our panelists again and speakers to join us on the screen. Great. So we will, Adel, our colleague, will be posting the questions so that we can have a quick look and answer in turn.
Es que lo explica a ti.
We've gone through quite a series of presentations. It's interesting to see how the international competitions have certain similarities, obviously, and how open they are also to opportunities for all these new brands that are coming up. There's a lot of, trending going on. This is what we talked about in the last seminar, and it's good to see that there's so much potential as well that can be boosted throughout these events. Any questions? There we are. So it's for Mr. Wadi. The question is, too many brands carry award symbols on their packages and many years after they won the award, and this is quite frustrating to consumers. Competitions must enforce a policy of using the award art for 1 year only. Good point.
Thank you, David, for the question. Yes, that's a real problem. But you also have to know that consumers are intelligent. So when they see a sticker, an old sticker of a competition that was won a few years ago, maybe they will lose their confidence because if they don't have a new award, that does not mean that the brand can have the same quality, and it is recognized by the professional panel. So it is, if the company thinks that it is an interesting marketing point, I can say that it is not, because the consumer are the one that choose the product. And for me, it's very important that the companies participate each year in the competitions so they can prove that each year they maintain the same quality.
I have a question for all our panelists. Sometimes the same oil wins a different award in different competitions in the same year. This can be rather confusing for the consumer. Is there a consideration on standardizing the parameters and processes used for judging oils across such competitions so as to minimize the likelihood of discordant awards in different competitions? Thank God it's written. Thank you, Tassos. I believe you were with us last time. Welcome back. Ladies first. Imen, do you want to have a say?
Okay.
Okay, so this is a very difficult issue, for the organizers' end, we have some doubt about is that the same oil in the same package or not, Actually, I have experienced, I'm organizing the Olive Japan, and also myself is judging in another competition. And sometimes I'm tasted the same oil, but the taste is very different. So the olive oil is it's the it's a very delicate product, and it's very fragile in the quality. So maybe some reasons the quality condition may change, and the sample may not be same. So it is very difficult to guarantee about the same results and same color of the metal. And also simultaneously, the policy and the metal standard is quite a little bit different contest by contest. So this is also another large issues about those kind of things is occur. So my advice is please take a look into the more deep insight of the each competitions. What kind of the oil, the gets the medals or not. It's very difficult to, the normal people never disclose. So it is impossible, but, checking the protocol and also the guidelines and all the details of the competition, that is a key. So it's very difficult issues actually. So thank you.
I have the same. I have the same opinion. This is a very, very difficult issue because the judges are human and not machines to take a chemical analysis and take down all the rates and find exactly which is the best or not. So it's a problem because, and this problem cannot solve it. You must live with this problem, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. But remember other thing. The first international competition starts in February. The last one is in June. Oh, 5 months, 4 months. It's a big difference for olive oil. It's not wine, please. It's olive oil. Probably in the first time it's very fresh, green, good sound, but not the same in June. Okay, this is all the reason. June means 10, 11 months over production, because what's production in September, October, and then don't know. This is all the problem. And last one, my idea is, it's the same sample or the producer sent different batch in different competition. This is my opinion. The name of the brand is the same. Probably the production was different number. Okay, this is also a question. Okay, Tassos.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for these contributions. We'll move on to the, I hope we answered the question. So Roma Ahmed is asking, can you please clarify the use of the blockchain in the marketing of olive oil? Then to you. Okay, Iman, do you hear us? Yes, this question is addressed to you, right?
Yes. So blockchain is a new technology which has for objective to control the traceability of the product from each step of the value chain. It is very important because it allows to make the recalls and to have what was the problem.
Okay, so please hold on. We'll get back to you with that question in a minute as soon as she's reconnected. The next question is from Alexis Kerner. As a sector, we need to come together on our terms and our method. It needs to be clear extra virgin olive oil is not infused. And he blinks. So anyone would like to comment on that?
Anybody know this one? Anybody know this one? Because if we mix flavors with olive oil, it's a different product. I believe it's very different, and it's very understanding for anyone. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is a product, and infused olive oil is another product.
Yeah.
It's very clear.
It's a condiment. It's not a. It's an infused or flavored. It's different. And remember, it's a very important category of extra virgin olive oil because a lot of people have not possibility to have fresh lemon, fresh basil, fresh rosemary, or other one in a kitchen. Okay, this is the best way to obtain good oil with flavor.
There are,
That is
we
different.
know we know there are so many the wonderful infused oil. As Antonio said, the wonderful lemon and the wonderful orange and the wonderful thyme and oreganos, and it is the different categories. So we also judging that kind of the infused oil, but it's not the extra virgin sector. It's the different sector.
Okay.
Of course.
Yes, all clear on that. Thank you, gentlemen. Imen, would you like to finish your comment about the blockchain earlier? You were cut off.
Yes, sorry for this connection. So the blockchain aims to control the quality of olive oil in each step of the value chain. So when there will be a problem or a fraud, we can control and we can know exactly where was this problem. So it gives more credibility and more trust to the product. So this is the overall, the general idea and objective of blockchain technology.
Okay, thank you for that. That clarifies as well. Okay, Hossein Nebli is asking for organic olive oil. Is there a specific competition?
Yes, in Italy, it's BO competition only for the organic oil. Yeah.
Yes.
And there is another one in Spain, Ecotrama.
Oh,
so there are two.
I
I would say two competition. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, next question. Moon Aber, what advice would you give to a producer to sell their products abroad, knowing they won awards and communicate on them? It is just so complicated. Yeah.
Walid, please.
Yes, I have given some clues. You need first of all to build the image of your brand, and you have also to find the right person that can introduce you to the importer, distributors, or to the retailer. So there is it's part of the marketing. You have to participate in professional exhibitions. You have to organize missions to meet the importers, to make to promote your product, and so there are other activities that have to be done after you won the award.
Okay, only one question. The Richard Volney asked me, okay, there are also Biofac olive oil in Germany.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Other competition. Sorry.
Three,
Excuse me, Richard.
Thank you for the contribution indeed. And that's what makes it fun when we're live on social media. So that's great. We learn a lot. But the next question, Adil. So, okay, Khalid Gate, I would like to thank you all for this good work. My question is, can I participate in all competitions?
Why not? We have the money.
Yes, and you will be ranked #1 in the world if you won all the awards in the Evo ranking world. So yes, you can participate in all of them.
Oh, this is a question for my colleague, Tada and Kubelis. How many emails you received about this topic? How many?
1,000.
Many of them, yeah.
Okay.
So every night I needed to take that 3-4 hours to reply all the questions, and how to enter, how to ship the samples, and the very minor detail questions. But I'm happy to just answer about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
We're here to help if we can.
So Luisa Solano Perez is asking a question to the panel. What is your position against the Nutri-Score labeling? which seriously damages the healthy image of the Evo. We can do something to achieve that. The classification is the best. That is A. Okay. I think I read it correctly. Who would like to start with a response?
Okay, it's important to visit IOC website because there are interesting article about this. Yeah, IOC,
International Olive Council.
Yes. Yeah. I think yesterday they speak about this. It's good.
Yes,
because it's a crazy, very crazy idea.
Yeah, the communication on olive oil is not only on the Nutri-Score, but it is also on the health benefits. So you can the people who buy olive oil knows about the health benefits, and maybe it's less. The Nutri-Score is less important.
Yes. Also, we have a very strange health claims in Europe. Very strange. The people don't understand what it means. The sentence is horrible. Not for the consumer. It's only for the professor, for you, for me, not for the normal people. Sorry.
You're right, Antonio. And another big issues for the olive oil is its food. So
Yes.
one of the most important thing is how delicious it is. So I cannot just stand about the 1,000 milligrams polyphenol counts olive oil. It's too astringent and too pungent. I cannot stand. So the delicious oil should be necessary. So
stop. I agree.
Okay, so I think we'll conclude with the next question. We are already a bit past time. Adel Benini, olive oil competition is held in many countries around the world. Most of them are not producers. Nevertheless, Tunisia is the second world exporter during 2019-2020, but Tunisia has no international olive oil competition. How come? Do you judge such a competition is necessary to be set in Tunisia in order to rise the Tunisia olive oil branding? Thank you. Walid?
Yes, it's true. There is no international competition. There is a national competition in Tunisia, but as I said in my presentation, Tunisia, I would say, started really to promote the bottled olive oil only a few years ago. So probably in the next years we will see an international competition, and maybe this webinar will be the opportunity to think about seriously and to start something.
Well, I'd like to add something, and I'm going to throw the hot potato to Imen Trigi because she's member of the Women in International Olive Oil. So maybe they could be the instigators of such a competition, an international one in Tunisia. Who knows? That could be a good start, and have our fellow colleagues here worldwide join us on this. Your concluding remarks, maybe, Walid? I think we need to finalize. Oh, we do have a last question. Okay. So one more to go. Gregor Christians, to the second speaker, that would be Imen. He ranked the competitions for 10 Salinas, 9 for some IOOC, 8 for Japan. What is that based on? The second speaker is
Walid.
Sorry.
Yes. So the 10 for the Marius Salinas is the 10. It have 10 points, and the other ones 9 and 8, etc. This is the classification or the ranking that have been done by the website, the Evo World Ranking. So this is their methodology, but I don't know. Maybe the competitions can say more about that. I think they for them the reference is Marius Solinas. They have 10 points, and the other ones are classified vis-a-vis the Marius Solinas.
Okay, so Walid, the word is still yours. I think you can give us some concluding remarks, and then maybe we could just go around and see if our colleagues throughout the speakers have a last word to say.
Okay. So for the conclusion of the webinar. So okay. So I would like to thank you very much, all the attendees, and all the panelists, Mr. Antonio Lauro, Mr. Tada, Mr. George, and Mrs. Imen Trabelsi. I want also to thank Donia very much for moderating the webinar, and Adel, who is the technical manager of the webinar. So thank you very much for this webinar. Thank you very much for all of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the invitation. Thank you very much for this.
See you soon at our next webinar on olive oil. We do intend on making this a series. Okay.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.